Hello again everybody, welcome back to some more Landric plays Dawn of Man. We are firmly in the Copper Age. We've discovered that actually copper's kind of underwhelming. It's about as good as flint and takes a lot more effort to make. So we've put our copper industry on hold for now. We're just going to stack up on well, ore and charcoal and other stuff like that. And in fact, there we go, we can turn that and that off. And we're just going to keep our ores over here for now. And we're going to move those over eventually, but yeah, we're going to hold off until we hit the Bronze Age, and then we're going to figure out what we want to do. Presumably we're just going to stick straight to bronze, because why not, until we run out of flint deposits that are kicking around, but there's still plenty of them. In fact, there's a flint mine over here. Let's just put one of those down. Not a residence, a production building. Flint. There we go. And there's not enough stable space for our animals. There should be. Oh no, we haven't quite finished building this stable, but soon there will be enough space. Soon there will be more than enough space, and that's good. There's some flint over here that we're going to collect as well. Wonderful. Well, I'll just finish that off. There we go. Lovely. Lots of space for our animals. We've also got some flax seeds being planted over here, which means we're going to be able to craft some lovely linen outfits, which means our leather can go towards things like constructing these sledges instead. There you go, you're bringing some food back, and a whole bunch of food back. Yes, some of our people got infections as well, and one of them has unfortunately died from it. I'm not sure if there's anything we can do about that. Oh, here's one of our brand new pigs. Look at that! He's all spotty and bristly. Great. So the pig's going to drink. I think we have to look after them over winter and keep plenty of water in stock for them. What are our limits on water? How much water do we want to keep around? Let's up this to 40, just in case. Oh, why would we ever want to limit bread? So that's why we don't have much bread kicking around. I mean, I don't see, if we've got grain, then we might as well turn it into flour, and if we've got flour, we might as well turn it into bread. I suppose it'll keep people extremely busy. Does flour keep longer than bread? Can we find that out? Have we got any in storage? If we do, it'll be over here. Storage. Oh, it'll be in the food storage, won't it? In our granary. So flour. Okay, so we get a bar, but it doesn't actually tell us how long it'll last. Maybe in the help, which I've totally forgotten how to bring up. There we go. Help. Foods. Flour. Aha! Flour lasts for 0.5 years. Bread lasts for 0.2. Oh, okay. So flour lasts for that long, and grain lasts for even longer. Okay, so there is a reason not to immediately turn everything into bread. So let's go back, and let's go back to that relatively smart limit on flour and bread. So let's say 20 of that and 20 of that. I think it was probably about that. In fact, let's bump it up to 25 just because we've got, a fair amount of people and we want to keep it roughly at that level. So, okay, that again makes a lot of sense. The flour lasts longer than the bread, so we'll keep it in the flour form as long as possible until the last minute. People are complaining about lack of light clothing. This is true. We've only got 29 leather outfits and only one piece of leather. So hopefully that flax is going to fix all of our problems. And that reminds me, let's... we don't want to queue it up. We want to turn this on. Because we want to be making linen from our threads. So this isn't homegrown, this is some we picked up from, I think, a trader, in the hope that we'd build a fishing rod. Did we build any fishing rods? Hey, we got a single fishing rod. Cool. Is a fishing rod particularly good? It's three stars at fishing, and over here, if we look at this, harpoon is 2 stars at fishing, but 1 star at fighting. Okay, good. So we're running out of sledges, and we're running out of clothes, but we'll fix that eventually. We wanted more leather, right? So let's see what we can do about hunting down some leather. And you as well. And we'll also try and, I suppose, breed some more animals. There we go. there's a goat being slaughtered. I hope we get a little bit of oh, what am I looking for? A little bit of leather for that. Doesn't tell us, but I'm sure we do. We've got some sheep kicking around as well. They're going to give us lots of wool. How are we doing for woolen warm outfits? We've got plenty of warm outfits now. Wonderful. And we've got a trader. And then magical future technology of horses. Ooh, we could get the megalithism research. And again, if we can do that with, if we can avoid spending our knowledge points on it, and so we can spend all our knowledge points on getting to the Bronze Age, and now instead sell our surplus resources on getting this technology, I think that will work out very well for us. So I'm going to sell a bunch of bone spears because we can make more spears very, very easily because there are lots of bones lying around for some reason. And what else do we want? Could sell flour, could sell bread. Could sell these flint knives. Again, it's cutting sort of slightly dangerously into our stockpiles. There we go. Found the word eventually. It's been a long day. I've recorded a lot of videos today, and I've absolutely forgotten how to talk. But yeah, we'll grab those. Anything else we want? Nothing really. Let's trade a straw for a bone. Okay, let's trade a couple of straws for some bone. We're going to have to be careful about running out of straw, because our animals are going to eat a lot. But hey! Megalithism. So now we can build megalithic structures that increase the settlement's prestige and help improve morale, and presumably help encourage lots and lots of people to come to our settlement. So let's have a look at those. Build spiritual, and then we've got skull poles and totems, which we already had. And we can build a menhir, which I still can't say, which is just a big standing rock. We can sort of spin it around. Lovely. We could put a couple of those at our gate posts. Not a work area, I keep doing that. We could place a dolmen, which is it's like a three-sided sort of rock structure. Or we could go full Stonehenge and make ourselves a stone circle. Look at that. That looks fantastic. I think that's going to be our goal eventually. Could we? There's no way we can put it around this. No, unfortunately not. I wonder if we could put a totem inside it though. I think that would look quite nice. So we could also build rolling, what's it? Rolling, megalith rolling or something like that. So if we mine this, does it turn into stone or does it just turn this into a rolling megalith? I assume it turns it just into a rolling megalith that we can then put somewhere else. So I don't think we go full on stone circle right from the start. I think we just, yeah, because this will take 1, this takes 3, and this takes 6. So let's just build 1. And do we put it in this village? Sort of like a nice big painted rock. Well, it's not actually painted, but we can imagine. I don't know where we'd want to put it. And obviously, putting it somewhere is extremely important. Well, we'll figure that out later. In the meantime, 10 knowledge, or 9 knowledge to go for Bronze Age era. We could unlock donkeys and carts and things like that. Oh wait, no. Interesting, so that's required for cart, but so is this. Does that mean this unlocks carts, or it lets us unlock this, which then lets us unlock carts? Who knows? We've exhausted some obtained flint, that's okay, that's not a problem. That was this one over here. So can we... is that... the work area is automatically gone? Lovely. That saves us a little bit of bother. So you're very tired, but you're going to go get this sledge and drag that somewhere. Oh, we're still waiting for logs over here as well. How much food have we got lying around? Plenty, I would say. But I think we're going to put down another pea farm. So we've got some flax there. Lentils? Yeah, let's get some lentils. Sort of pop those down here like this. Sort of encroaching on the sort of little graveyard area, but I guess that's, you know, it's the circle of life. we look back to our ancestors and to nature, and in return they bless these farms. That's what's happening. And then we'll maybe put some more down here, maybe some more flax seeds if it turns out we need them. Got another sling. I guess we must have taken that off the body of one of the raiders that attacked us. So the other thing is we wanted to put some walls around this little town to protect us from raiders, because I think, you know, as we enter the metal era, or yeah, we go from the Copper Age to the Bronze Age, more and more of these raiders are going to become more and more dangerous. So perhaps we want to do that, but I don't know the best way to do it. I don't know whether we need to put a wall all along this river. Perhaps we do, perhaps we don't, but I suppose the best way is to start with start walling off these areas here. And again, I don't know how what sort of steepness of cliff, if you like, is the best one to wall off. So for example, is this sufficient if I put it up here, or can they walk around there? Let's clear out some of these trees, I think, so we can see better, and then we'll have more logs as well. Trees, trees, trees. There we go, we'll clear out all of these. In fact, we'll actually clear out a bit more than these. Yeah, that'll do. All of these will get plenty of logs. And they do start regrowing, which is nice. It obviously takes a little bit of time, because trees take a long time to grow. But given the amount of space on the map, I don't think we're going to suffer from a lack of trees. There's some more flint over here. Let's just put down a little work area just to gather that, just to say so. Yep, just in time, because this other area has been exhausted, because we keep selling all of our flint tools in exchange for technology. I'm just going to tell you to go and mine that, because I want to see what happens. Got a whole bunch of stone over here. We can't really do much with stone right now. Let's just pause this for a moment. Well, pause. Go to the lowest speed at least, because we might as well hunt all of you. See if we can get some more light clothing in the end. There we go. Whole bunch of bone spears, a little bit of extra knowledge. We're on our way there. Yeah, there's a megalith. Prepare for transport. So we have interesting. So we have to sort of dig it out of the ground, and then we have to put it on logs, and then we can actually do something with it. Hunting all of these donkeys, sort of like shooting fish in a barrel, though they have sort of scattered pretty wildly across the land. Poor little donkey. But their sacrifice will not be in vain. Oh wow, all of these buildings are suddenly in need of repair, and it does take logs to do it. I was hoping it'd just take mud or straw or something to, you know, fix up the roof a little bit, but nope. Full-on tree trunks. And yes, people are still in need of clothing. Still luckily got enough wool outfits. Hey, we're getting our first flax crop. We are running surprisingly low on straw as well, actually. This might become a problem. How much straw does each one of these give us? Let's say hypothetically it gives us 1. That's still only 9. Hey, we built our first megalith. Excellent, so they can now transport this somewhere. I imagine it'll take quite a few people to move this. And there goes all that flint as well. I suppose arguably we can move this one. And we'll find another one, and then we'll make a dolmen, I think. Perhaps. Is there another one over here? Yes, there is. Oh, getting there. Yeah, I know. Still no light clothing. We'll fix that, I promise. So I suppose... Yeah, we haven't got... we've got plenty of pulses now. Well, I say plenty, we've got some. But we kind of do want some more grain. Because we are running low on straw, we've got more people. So let's plant some more seeds. Say... I don't know. Let's plant some of both. So I'll put some... I've already forgotten which one I clicked on there. Einkorn. It's like sweet corn, but not as sweet. Hey, we've got another achievement. Continental Settlement. I don't know what that is for, but we got it, and that's the important thing. There we go, we'll put another one there as well. And, oh no, somebody's died of old age. Sheeps are being slaughtered, but that's all good. Circle of life. And do we want to put down another another source of... Put down some more barley down here, I think. Like that. Lovely. Do we want to put down some more houses? We don't need them, but we could. Increase our prestige, encourage more people to show up. Could pay for cattle domestication. It's more valuable, but also you're asking a low commission. The question is, what do we trade for it? Because we are... Well, we're not running out of things. I mean, to an extent. Actually, I don't know if we've got enough enough tools to spare that we can get to 325, but probably. I suppose we could trade a couple of warm outfits. Some people will be a little bit cold, but it gets us a bit of the way there. Trade some harpoons as well, because we don't need to... we don't need as much fishing, I guess, if we're moving to agriculture. And hopefully the cows will help us sort of overcome that, if you like, because they'll be, you know, we'll be able to milk the cows and eat the cows, and that'll be good. Let's go for it. We're really burning through these technologies now. Let's have a look at our knowledge tree. Yeah, so we've got cattle, we could get fruit trees, we could get rye domestication, and that'll let us brew beer. Excellent, which means we might want another stable. Let's check how our population. So we've got 13 animals that need a stable, and we've got 20 space in the stable. But I suppose it wouldn't hurt to put down a couple just to say. Put down some huts over here. So one here and one sort of here, and then actually let's put down another hearth like so, and another, not work area, production area, a mortar as well. Use up some of our stone, turn some of that grain into bread. We'll put some more farms around here if we can, though there's not a lot of a huge amount of space. Pretty sure I asked you to chop all of these trees down. Okay, and you're going to... but I assume we've reached our log limit. We have. Let's say I want 40 logs. I don't know if logs are going to decay. They technically are, but I'm sure we'll get rid of them. Blah blah blah. Cattle produce milk and can be slaughtered for meat and skins. Perfect. So I don't... Is that going to be a bison or an auroch? I would imagine an auroch. That's these things over here. So can we find a young one? That's a bison. So yeah, it's not bisons, it is aurochs. Here we go. Capture! 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 Hopefully they don't mind. They might mind. And there's some bison over here as well. Hunt this one. And this one. I don't know whether hunting the young will anger the adults, but I suppose it's worth a try to do that and not anger them. We do have a lot of people. Look at all of these people milling around. Oh, we've got a lot of sledges being made as well. That's probably partly why our resource limits. That's what I want. Partly where all of our leather is going. 25% is the lowest sort of per person percentage. Let's say leave that for 20. Obviously we can't make any yet, but and we want that to be on 0 because we don't want any slings, only bows. And I guess this can be 25 as well. We don't need that many people fishing. Okay, that works for me. And I think I wanted another stable just in case. That's what I actually said to start with, isn't it? Should I put one here if I can squeeze it in? Oh, can't squeeze it in there. I don't know if it's these stones that are hindering that, or if it's Just the sort of bumpy terrain. How about just here? Yeah, that'll do. It's nearly winter time, so we'll want a couple of... So if we can get these farms up and running in time for spring, that'll be perfect. I've made some more linen outfits. We should have more than enough wool outfits as well. Oh no, the bison is attacking after all. Good, that was worth experimenting with. It's a shame you're sort of going after them one at a time. Just hunt a deer instead or something. Well, that's going to sort of bring our population down a little bit. Oh, no, there's... Wow! Yeah, those young bison all suddenly grew up. Yeah, maybe you should go and hunt this deer instead. Let's not hunt those. Let's try and capture the aurochs. Are there any more aurochs around here that we can... There's a deer. You can hunt that. That's fine. But why risk it, you know? Is that... Oh, it's a pig. Got no cows yet. Oh no, apparently we've got 3 cows. I don't know if that's counting ones that haven't actually been tamed yet, or whether they are tamed and they're wandering around somewhere. There's some pigs. Is that... No, that's just a random bison wandering around. Dog and a pig, just chilling. Presumably you're going to bring the cows over if you have tamed them. There's some sheep, there's a dog. New animal was born. Oh, 3 goats were born. Excellent. So they'll produce lots of milk and goat fur? I don't know. I'm not a biologist. More humans were born as well. Wonderful. There's some more pigs. How many pigs have we got right now? Ooh, hang on. That looks like a cow. Hey, we got our first cow. Look at that. It's going to the stables. We are going to need a lot of straw, I imagine, and we are pretty... Oh no, we've got 45. There's 2 in here, but there's lots elsewhere. So let's see. We've got how many goats? We've got 7 goats, 5 sheep, 3 cattle, and 3 pigs. Excellent. What limits do we have on these? Do we just set 5 and 5 and 5 and 5? I guess. So we've got 3 of these, and each one holds 10, so we can have 5 of every kind of animal, I guess. Right, we'll set it to that, and then we'll sort of change it as and when we need it. Hopefully they're smart in the way that they sort of, you know, slaughter the animals, and they're supposed to keep the right ratio of males to females, which is good. Ah, so this is going to be quite nice. Should easily get through the winter. We've still got loads of food. How much water are we planning on storing? 40 water, which should be plenty, I think. I'm sure it'll let us know if it's not. Okay, this feels like it's been a bit more of a successful episode. We're almost got enough knowledge to get to the Bronze Age, so we'll see if that works out. So, I've been Landric. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.